The initial and primary goal of the International Fellowship of Faith Ministries is to establish a global network that equips, empowers, and encourages churches, pastors, ministers, and lay leaders through teaching, preaching, and healing. Teaching, preaching, and healing. Teaching, preaching, and healing. And today, that's what our goal is. Our goal is to make a major step toward building that infrastructure to a global ministry. And here is our prayer. You see the prayer listed there. Give us this day a global ministry on earth as it is in Columbus. Give us this day a global ministry on earth as it is in Columbus. What we're attempting to do is to call together people who live in Columbus, Ohio, that are from around the world. And because they are already here, we can literally go around the world without leaving Columbus, Ohio. So what we're going to do is to develop a fellowship, a camaraderie, a unity of international Christians in Columbus, and through that international fellowship to reach the rest of the world.
I believe that we're all familiar with the Great Commission found in Matthew 28, where it's God's command not just to be active locally or in our own churches or in our own community, but globally.
So all you have to do is go in and, in a way, offer the so-called resources, the knowledge, and the inspiration, and they liberate them beyond themselves. And you also help them to negotiate with, the local leaders in connection, and again, the connection. And this feeling, we found that in our experience, whether it's Indonesia, India, and China, it is very liberating for these people. Talents is enormous. It is just a force waiting to be tapped.
Thank God for Dr. Wise and Faith Ministries Church and Gateway International, our ministry in India. We've known Dr. Wise for about 13 years now, and we thank God for him, all the work he's doing, not only in Columbus but worldwide. And we thank you for the international faith ministries that he's involved with also, in setting up Bible colleges and supporting works around the world.
I work with immigrants here in Columbus. I am the director of the Latino Small Business Development Center, and my dream is to provide education and provide the tools to empower people to run their own businesses, to come out of poverty, and to get hold of their lives. And I believe that this project can do that in a very large scale.
I'm especially delighted that the sorts of vision that Pastor Wise and his church and others apparently in this community are focused on right now is to see of our African brothers and sisters the opportunity of developing something which is way beyond where many people perhaps from the West have been thinking about.
What this Church of International Fellowship is doing for me, it's an amazing ministry of connection. I think at this point in an area like Columbus that is diverse, it is important that we are able to see that ministry goes beyond one culture. Algo que esta comunidad, esta congregación está haciendo, creo que es muy importante porque están tratando de ser una conexión entre diferentes culturas, y en una ciudad como Columbus es necesario que nosotros vivamos así, puesto que somos más de una cultura.
As it relates to me becoming a part of this fellowship, I have always felt that there are at least four aspects of the commission given to us by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, that to, first of all, the principle of Jerusalem, and then Judea, then Samaria, and the uttermost parts of the earth. And I feel that every church and every pastor that is involved in this mission and co-mission has to be involved at least in those four levels.
And I'm excited to be part of the International Fellowship Ministries, because now it's taking the ministry to a different dimension. Let's say we go from the education, from the teaching, the preaching, and now we go into the healing. And this is the aspect that most interests me right now, because As a church, we are here on earth that the Church Jesus Christ built so that we can be able to build the kingdom of God. And the healing part of it is so important because here we reach to the basic needs of people.
One thing I like and I'm so proud of, that is the fellowship is connecting and linking people together, ministries and churches together, and talents and ability. You know, when we stand together, we can achieve a lot more than we stand as an individual.
And I know we're just going to be excited to have our brothers and sisters from around the world to come and share with us as they will be affected by our ministry, and we'll be affected by their ministry. So I'm praying daily for the success of that event and this ministry, and I know God will prosper it.
Hi, I'm Dr. Raymond Wise, and I'm so excited to be a part of the International Fellowship of Faith Ministries. And I want you to know that actually I'm excited about this choir. We're putting together a choir of 100 voices that are going to be singing gospel music in all languages. This has been a wonderful dream that's been in my heart for many years. As I've been blessed to travel around the country, I've been blessed to write songs in all of these languages, but had no idea, no clue how these things would ever come together. And God, being faithful, has done it. He's pulled all these things together, and we're going to need you to be a part of this. And hopefully, as you join us, we're going to be singing in Italian and German and Portuguese and Zulu and Shona and all these wonderful languages, so that we can spread the message of Jesus Christ all around the world.
And I do believe that it's been appointed at this time and how to be able to bring us together, which is not always an easy thing to do, beyond our doctrines and beyond the things that we believe in. But this is a time to come together as a ministry to really do the actual work, the actual ministry in the developing world.
Now that you know what we're all about, we invite you to join us as we teach, preach, and heal all around the world. You'd be surprised how great of an impact you can have with just a small investment of your time, talent, and resources. The person showing you this tape can give you all the information you need to join, start an IFFM chapter in your area, and show you our priceless price list, which offers dozens of inexpensive ways to literally change and save lives. This is Dr. C. Dexter Wise III, and I'm expecting to hear from you real soon at the International Fellowship of Faith Ministries.